This is the biggest red flag you should watch out for when you are dating a Nigerian. This will let you know if he is for real or if he is just using your head or if he's a scammer or whatever. Now, I want to start by saying that as much as I would love to tell you that Nigerian men are the best men in the world and we take care of our women and do all of that, unfortunately, we still have some people who really mess up the name. People who really mess up with women, and they're Nigerians. I've heard so many stories about some things that some Nigerian men do, and it's so shameful, truly very shameful to me, because these things don't really happen back home. So I've read through some comments people have made on some of my videos talking about some of the things that some Nigerian men have done to some African American women and women in general. And frankly, I wasn't happy when I read those things. And I just had to make this video to share some ideas that could help you out there or anybody out there protect themselves. Again, I must say, Nigerians are generally very beautiful people. And the average Nigerian is not a scammer. Alright? But unfortunately, we have a bad name. There are a lot of scams around. And I'm also aware that there are some Africans who actually do bad things. And when you ask them, they say they're Nigerians. You know, it's easy to come under the name Nigeria and do all kinds of stuff. Because somehow people just think Nigerians do bad stuff. Alright? But again, I must say, this is not the case everywhere. Right? If you doubt me, look online, look around. There are lots of Nigerian couples, people who are married to Nigerians from other countries, Americans, Europeans, other African countries, who have a lot of good things to say about Nigerian men. But again, we must always remember that no matter how you have a good group of people, there'll always be bad eggs. So yes, there are Nigerians who are into love scams, and there are Nigerians who are into scam. No doubt about that. We are 200 million people. Everyone cannot be good. So I just want to share some very big red flags that if you're with anybody who calls himself a Nigerian and he does any of these things, you should just know that the guy is a thief. Alright, just let him go. Okay? Now I must start by saying that the Nigerian man, the traditional Nigerian man, someone who's brought up and raised in Nigeria, there are some traditional values that we follow. For example, the man is supposed to be the provider. It is the responsibility of the man to take care of his family. So, if you meet someone who says he's a Nigerian and then he's telling you to give him money and he's doing it again and again, alright, it's a very big red flag. So if you're a lady, I don't care if you're an American, European, and anywhere, and you meet someone and he says, I'm a Nigerian, and he's asking you for money. He's the one asking you for money repeatedly. I want you to just assume that he's a scammer and just forget about that relationship. He's a scammer. Okay? Again, if he's asking you for money repeatedly, so it could be maybe you met him physically and he's asking for money, or it could be that he's somewhere far away, whatever, and he's asking you for money. Just assume it's a scam. Because in reality, Nigerian men are not trained to be bugging women for money. That's not how we roll. It is actually the pride of the Nigerian man to want to take care of his wife or his girl. Alright? In fact, if back home in Nigeria, if it is known that a woman is the one taking care of a man, paying his bills, that man will be put to shame, emasculated. People will not regard him because you can't take care of your family. You're not a man, you're just somebody there. Okay? So it is very, very strange, for someone who's a Nigerian, born, bred in Nigeria, to go about asking women for money. So I'm just saying it right out, straight up. This is a big red flag. If he meets you, after a while he asks for money and he keeps asking for money from you, just know that you're dealing with a scammer. All right? Don't. I know that in other cultures, the American culture, the European culture, there's this 50-50 split thing, okay? Where the woman does the bills, the man does the bills. I understand that. And I also know that there's some women who don't mind, okay? Because they love the man, they want to spend on him and all of that. No problem at all with that. But if the man, especially a so-called Nigerian man, is reaching out to you and is asking you to bring money to do stuff, I'm just telling you straight up that this is scam. So if you're with anybody, you're dating anybody and he's demanding money from you, making you go touch your savings, making you just spend on him unnecessarily, I don't care how you feel about the person. Alright? He's likely scamming you because that is not the way the average Nigerian rolls. Okay? That's not how we roll. So if you have someone who's doing that, just know that he's a scam. Stop spending money on any Nigerian who says, okay, that. Now, please get this. I'm not saying you shouldn't spend money on your man. But if he's demanding and asking you to do again and again and he's not doing anything for you, just it's a scam. Okay? It is a scam. So that you don't get your heart broken and get your money stolen. Please. Alright? I don't care how you feel about the person. If he's demanding that you spend money, it's a scam. I don't know how else I'm going to say it. It is a scam. Okay? There are other red flags, but I think this is the biggest. The other red flags, there are other things I could say, but I think this is the biggest red flag. If he's doing this, just know that it is a scammer. It is a scammer. I don't want to hear about African queens or women from other cultures or countries crying, regretting because they fell into the arms of some crazy people, crazy Nigerians. Again, you're going to see lots of good Nigerians, but you're also going to meet some of these bad people. Back home here, we know of some people who are doing scams, all right? They actually do. But the number is very small compared to the population. And they usually do it from behind the computer or behind the phone. But if somebody is physically with you, looks nice, smells nice, says nice things to you, but he's always asking for your money, girl, run. Okay? Run. He's a thief. It's not a Nigerian that anybody should be proud of. Okay, but if, for example, your Nigerian man has some financial challenges, all right, maybe he was working and then he got laid off. There's no issue with helping him or helping anybody. Okay, you're in love with somebody, you can help the person. But again, I repeat, if he is demanding it, asking for it in whichever way or form, doing it again and again, and you are losing your savings or whatever, please just kill that relationship and go save your money and your time and your heart. Okay? I don't want to say a lot more than this. So please, this is the biggest red flag. Take note of it. Alright? I don't know if there's anything else that I can say, but this is the main red flag. So if there's any other stuff you want me to talk about, let me know. If this is helpful, like, share, subscribe. I talked a lot about Nigeria, Nigerian men, pidgin English, and the Nigerian culture. So if you're dating a Nigerian man, this is the channel you should be watching. And this is where you can ask questions and get honest replies. I'm here for you. I dare with you. You understand now? Alright, so give me a thumbs up, give me a subscription, and then share this video with somebody that you know could be dating somebody who is scamming the person. If you know somebody who's always sending money to somebody and he says I'm a Nigerian, please send the video to them. Let them know that he or she is likely dealing with a scammer. Okay, thank you.